Hey folks, at the movies with film. Film Brown here, enticing you with great works of art. Well, art, who knows what art is? Okay, art's a guy that lives next door to you. Maybe that's all that we need to know. But we're making you salivate, aren't we? Just sitting here thinking, what is he going to show tonight? Now, if you're a fan of those Edgar Wallace-based type of thing, remember Edgar Wallace wrote things that, like Circus of Fear. He wrote a lot of mysteries with a lot of black shenanigans going on underneath of them. Very strange, Scotland Yard type of things. Okay. Well, we got one for you tonight. Now, the title that you're going to be seeing under is called Chamber of Horrors, 1940. Now, it's not actually called Chamber of Horrors 1940. It's just called Chamber of Horrors. But it was made in 1940. And the original title, I like 'em better. Me not too happy with that Chamber of Horrors things. When I watched it, I was thinking of, wax museum type of things. And there is a bit of that in here. Okay. But not as much as really what the original title was. And it was called The Door with Seven Locks. Ooh. Now that door is a door to a crypt where a dead guy is buried. Yeah. Okay. And there's a mystery behind all of this stuff. Now, that's pretty typical of your Edgar Wallace type of stuff. The film stars one of my favorite bad guys, Leslie Banks. You might remember him playing Zoroff, okay, in The Most Dangerous Game. He was also in some Hitchcock stuff, Man Who Knew Too Much, the British version and things like that. He plays a kind of a mad doctor, Dr. Minetta, in this thing. He doesn't seem so mad at first, but he gets madder as he goes on. And the ending of this film is great for Leslie Banks. Not great for the character he plays, but Leslie Banks really does a nice job in playing the end scene of this film. Now, the film involves dealing with this, if you got 7 locks, right? What do you need to go into these things? Keys, okay? And it deals with who gets these keys. You got to get these 7 keys all lined up, sort of like Lara Croft, right? And sort of the Tomb Raider type of thing. You got to go and collect all of your goods and collect your keys and things like that, and pull the right levers and push buttons and go swimming and stuff like that. And then you get some gold or something like that. Now, maybe go to the next level. I'm not sure what the next level after this is, but certainly there is that Tomb Raider type of thing going there. Now, the film deals with trying to get those keys together. And you got a whole set of different characters who have sort of this, have some stake in how these keys are collected, who has these keys, so on. It all kind of spews out of this will that we hear dictated at the beginning of the film, a deathbed will, okay, that sort of dictates great wealth to anybody who is able to get into this crypt, where these 7 locks are, where these 7 keys are. And there's one key that's sort of held up for a number of years, 10 years or so on, longer than that perhaps, where they're trying to see, got to get into this crypt, can't get in. Well, I think you're going to enjoy this film. Door with 7 locks. I would think that as you watch the credits, and even if it says Chamber of Horrors, sort of superimpose over that for yourself. Door with 7 locks, door with 7 locks, door with 7 locks. Because that's a good title. Anyway, it's better for my money. Now, Leslie Banks does a great job in this film. Lily Palmer, she's good in this film. She's one of those who stumbles into getting a key accidentally and doesn't know what to do with it. Also, Romilly Lunge, who plays sort of a Scotland Yard guy. He retires at the beginning, but he doesn't sort of quit the force because Lily Palmer is a real looker. Okay, and he wants to take care of her, so he kind of feels bad that he already resigned, so he sort of becomes a private detective on the side, working with the old Scotland Yard boys, okay, to figure out what's going on with these keys. Well, if you have a mind to, write me an email. Love to hear from you. We get email all the time. Here's our big duffel bag, okay, full of folks who write us. No, it's the mail that's in the bag, not the folks. And I respond, always respond. I enjoy listening to your questions and writing back. Door with 7 locks and keys and a Chamber of Horrors. Now there is a Chamber of Horrors. There's some wax museum stuff in there. There's a great Iron Maiden type of thing in there. Okay, so I think you're going to enjoy some of that because Leslie Banks, he collects torture chamber devices and things like that. Of course, a doctor would do that, right? Let's roll 'em, Smokey.